Now this rolling pin would be hard to use on your husband, you know, if you always hear about the women beating the husband with the rolling pin. I don't think mine would last very long. I've got to get a little cup of flour. But you know, the funny thing is I had a wooden one and the handle broke, but it wasn't from it wasn't from beating my husband. You don't want it too thin, but you don't want it too thick, because you don't want to have all that crust. I was married on my 17th birthday, so so I've been married all my life. And I've lived in the same house. And my husband was born in the house. Of course, it was just 2 rooms. It was just a 2-room house. It was all the home I ever knew. The rest of my life, I've lived right here within the 10-mile radius. Now, and if I'm going to make strawberry rhubarb, this is what I use for my pattern. And I'll get this strawberry rhubarb. Oh. I was one of 9 children, and my mother, we never ate anything she didn't make herself, you know, and so it wasn't long before we were rolling out the pie, and we were making pies, and so I've made pies since I was big enough to get up to the table and roll the dough. So it wasn't something I was, you know, learned after I was older. I did it all my life. No, my mother was quite a talented lady. I don't know how she done it. With no electricity. We didn't have electricity here until in '58. We finally had electricity. Well, it's a shame to lose all of our old traditional things that we do. It is. But and of course the stores, the grocery stores, have made it so convenient just to run down and grab a pie, you know, that it's not very tempting for people to say, oh, I'll go home and make one. You know, if you didn't have something, you didn't miss it. People didn't buy anything from the store. They just grew their own. This is a pecan, and this is a strawberry rhubarb. This is an apple. I always make a face on him, so I can. I put the. I have what I put on top so I know what they are. I don't have to look to see what they are. And the blueberry looks like a bee. Has a bee on it, like a blueberry. Okay. All right. And then I'll run get a little bit of cup of flour. We've done the farmer's market for 40 years. It's just something that I could do, you know, from home. And we advertised it in the county paper. A lot of people, they just, as they drove down Main Street, they'd see the, you know, people parked there. I think there probably was around $400 that first day of what they sold. I'm not positive of that. Now I'm giving away all my secrets. Somebody else will be making rhubarb strawberry pie and claim they learned how to do it. Oh, I wouldn't care. I'd be happy if somebody else made a pie. I said, I think it's good. You can see it's just about right, be about the right thickness. My sister and I made pies together, so probably, you know, we made a few, and if they sold, why, the next time we made a few more. Henry Ford, when he made the first car, he didn't know if anybody'd be interested in buying it, and it took off, you know, and that's what people have to do.
When every cent just begs for leave, it wanders off in the afternoon. You will understand chases the wind through the trees.
We just had stuff we wanted to get rid of. And of course the next year, after we started, then the next year, you more or less planted to it. You know, I mean, you planted things that you thought people would want. I helped all three of my grandkids go to college with farmers market. You know, I didn't set out to be any different than anybody else. I was just doing what people at that time were doing.
Well, people at the time weren't starting farmers markets.
Well, no, but they came, and when someone started one, well, they came the next week. So it wasn't really, you know, I mean, there was people that wanted to do it, wanted to come. So